There it is. Need that at least like 83, 82. Yeah. Alright. Better. Better. So spawn is like over in that direction. You can see there's some buildings going on out there. We'll get out there in a minute, but here's our starter village. It's doing pretty good actually because oh wait, no, this isn't the way out. That's just a balcony. I started here because it's the most boring place, and I was like, I want to ramp it up to the cooler shit later. But the village is well stocked. We've got a lot of supplies for everyone, so they're having babies and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty good here. Got a lot of friends. There's Gertrude. So, that's a thing. There's Dinnerbone. There's a few dinner bones in this world. You guys may see. That's a interesting little contraption over there. I'll go show you that. I'll show you the double netherite beacon, and then I'll show you the beacon netherite later. Yeah, we've done a lot in this world. I made this. Can you guys tell that that was a me creation? That's a Nick original right there. I don't even know why I did that, but I haven't gotten rid of it, even though it does not aesthetically go with anything else we've done. Also, ignore all the skulk. There's so much. There's so much skulk. We've been skulking it up out here for a little bit. Yeah, I'll give a better tour of the village, but that over there I wanted to show you guys because this is just funny. We've got a netherite beacon, a full functional netherite beacon with another full non-functional netherite beacon underneath, just to brag, you know, just to show off my disgusting Minecraft wealth. You'll see a lot of disturbing displays of my Minecraft wealth actually, because I discovered a duplication glitch, so we've been able to duplicate a bunch of materials, which has been just wonderful for this. Let's go show some of the things we've done in the village. First of all, we surrounded it with a wall, you may notice. And that was basically because it was constantly under siege. So, this just keeps the monsters out, you know. This is our little chamber where we turn zombie villagers into regular villagers when we need to. And then they can't get out because it's button activated and all that. Planted some nice cherry trees. Sean built this from scratch. Nice little house. You know, we got some rustic copper lanterns lighting it up in here. Who are you? What is your name? I don't think you have a name actually. Looks like that's a Fletcher though. Excuse me? Yeah. So I could take you guys over there. I'm working on a big build, as you can see in the distance. Over there, where that purple is our main base. But here's just a view of the village. You know, we got a pretty good spawn because spawn is right over there. I guess I'll head over this way. I decided after discovering the duplication glitch. Oh wait, only one villager from the original group remains. That's true. Because everybody died, and that's why we decided to build the wall, because we had like one villager left. I'll show you him actually, because he's been alive longer than anyone else. We got animals roaming around freely. There's cats, you know. It's just the way it is. There's a fox up there for some reason. I don't know, man. Got a little bit of skulk creeping inside. But this villager survived longer than anyone. This isn't even him. Who is this? Why? Wait, no, there's a farmer. Where is he? Anyway, we had a farmer, and that's his house. We walled off this part, by the way, because this is a horrible cave. This is just a horrible, horrible cave full of evil. So we walled it off, and nothing can get in now. Which is great for us. Shit, I should sleep. Actually, I don't want to... I may have a totem of undying, but I don't want to, I still don't want to die. What is this? What's happening to that bed? You may not rest now. There are monsters nearby. That's a damn shame. Oh, yeah. This is one of Sean's dogs. Bombsa. If you know, you know. You're just laughing at the name Bombsa right now? Anyway, that's Theseus. That is not a free bed, also. I don't want to go to our base yet, because I feel like that's, like, the best part, right? I think you also still have dogs sitting up at your chapel, Sean. Got some cows. Let me find a freaking bed so we can, get to the day. So I don't die or get creepers blowing potholes in the ground everywhere. Oh yeah, we got an iron golem. We had to build one from scratch because the iron golem died pretty quickly, actually. This village was actually a terrible, like, burden the whole time. We've been really trying to make it secure here for a long time, and I think that was one of the last things we managed to accomplish fully. Was getting it to where it was safe enough for the villagers to, like, actually have babies. Oh my fucking god, man. There's literally nowhere to go. Everybody... I'm gonna have to steal a bed. I'm going in the fancy house. God damn it. I need this. Fuck, man. Alright. Now. Something burning out there. There's a Zumbini on fire. That's great. Back there somewhere. That's okay. Let him die. Now we go to the castle. Alright. Enough edging. We go to the castle through the Skulk land. I don't know why we did this. I think I just really like the Skulk. And we're really playing into the idea of feeding the Skulk. So every once in a while we'll come out here and just kill stuff. And let the Skulk just spread. I don't know how far we're going to spread it, but further than this. I want to do something here, too. I want to put, like, a little structure here. I'll show you Sean's chapel, since we're right next to it. It's unfinished, as is my castle and my castle wall over there. But this is, like, a little chapel that Sean is working on. They have added so much to Minecraft since you used to play. Totally. The Chapel of the Skulk, yeah. They have added so much. In fact, they've added stuff since I last played because the Sulfur Cube update just released. And here's Sean's other dogs. You'll notice a lot of pets everywhere. This is Liten and Fawn. All of Sean's dogs' names are in Swedish for some reason. This is... It's looking pretty fucking good, actually. I love the pink floor. As you can see, we have been to the end. Once or twice. Once or twice. Let me eat. I forgot this is survival. Anyway, we're gonna leave Sean's dogs here. And we're gonna check this shit out over here. It's a really big build. This might be one of the biggest things I've ever built in this game. Also, I've decided that fuck swords, I'm using axes. I forgot that I did that. Pretty much just because Minecraft is Swedish. Yeah, that was the meme, wasn't it? Nice little... I like this little island down here. There's some cherry trees, and the ambiance with the bridge is very nice. It's a nice little fishing spot. We cross this bridge. I'm planning on filling this area within these walls in. Also, the walls are so unfinished. Like, I'm gonna do a bunch of greebling. I'm gonna put... There's gonna be, like, structures on the walls. So, it's a big build that we have here. And here's the front of the castle. So, I built this. This was all me. This is all this is 100% me right here. Sean and I co-built on the village, and Sean's chapel is all Sean. This is me. I spent way too much time doing this. Before we go in there, though, here's a trial chamber. I looked up. I got fed up with trying to, like, look for one. So I just, like, looked up a cheat map and figured out where a trial chamber was so that we could get some cool shit. Grundling, yeah. We're gonna grundle the walls pretty well. They're gonna... You know, they're gonna be real tainty. I really need to put stairs in for this walk, because it's deep. 60 layers deep, you could say. We're hitting deep slate already. But then, yeah, down here you got a little trial chamber, and you can repeat these as many times as you want. But this is like slime hell. I don't know why we didn't finish off the slimes last time. I think we were like almost dead and our inventories were full, so we were just like, fuck it, let's leave. I have so much stuff to show you guys. This is like, this is months of playing, okay? Like 2 months solid. Sean and I just got on a Minecraft kick out of nowhere, and we just played the shit out of it. We beat the game. We beat the Ender Dragon. We beat the Wither. We beat the Wither a few times. And I'll show you all that shit too. Grundling the walls. Yeah. That's my favorite thing to do. Gotta grundle it up, man. Grundle it. First time with any of that. Yeah, Sean had never actually beaten Minecraft. I had, but it had been forever. So, I had never beaten the Wither, though, so that was my first time doing that. I want to do something else with this, to be honest. But this is like the flag of the castle, so you'll see a lot of this as we go. You already do. But yeah, this whole area, I want to fill it in with like houses and make this a nice village. I've already done some of that. If we look over there, there's some stuff, but check out the castle main area first. We got our own iron golem here. And then this is just like a bunch of little living spaces for people. We haven't populated it with villagers yet because I kind of wanted to work on the village first outside. But yeah, all of these have individual rooms. They have like chests with food, so that people can just move in here and they'll be ready to go. And I want to make it super safe. Every room has like its own shit. I don't know why I spent so much time on the interiors, because it's not fully necessary, but it does look pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. Yeah, there's rooms. This is like a little... I intended for this to be like a potion shop at some point, so we got the brewing stand, we've got the good old dripstone cauldron of water, and for endless water, a lodestone for no reason, and then a bunch of alchemy shit, and fish, and, yeah. And then in here, this is like a barracks. Ignore the shulker boxes, I'm getting rid of those. Those are just... This is just extra building materials. I have like paintings and item frames and armor stands and stuff, and that one's empty, and this one has extra swords. Like, it's just... There's so much. There's so much. Let's see. This is a good way to go. So here we have a 3-way hallway. All of these lead different directions. This one leads to a little kitchen. Got some smokers. We've got some, you know, shelves and a bunch of furnaces. Whenever we move the villagers in here, they're never going to run out of food, guys. It's going to be... They're going to be eating for days, okay? Days, I tell you. We've got a bunch of bullshit. Why do I have chiseled deep slate and stuff in here? I don't even know. Again, it's been months. This is another... Like, this middle door is the only one we didn't go through in the hallway. It just leads to the same place here, so I just wrapped around through there. This is a library. You know, we've got a nice full library for no real reason other than aesthetics. A little bit more back there, but we go up here. This is going to be like the throne room, right? So, I haven't figured out what I want to do for the actual throne itself, but it's going to go like here. And I might take out some of this glass and put like more quartz in. Got some Ender Dragon heads. You know, just totally normal things. Here's a map, actually. This will be a good way to show you a little bit of what we're doing. So we are here in this gray blob that my cursor is on right now. And then this is all the skulk. This is the village. And that's the bridge we crossed to get over here. The wall does fully extend all the way around this whole landmass, which is nice. That took forever. We've got something over here that's a little neato bambito. And then as you can see, we've done a lot of building over here as well. Like, we've done so much, actually. We played, like, way too much Minecraft for, like, a couple months. And there's more to see of the castle, believe it or not. We didn't go over here, so this is back to... This is the entrance area. That's the alchemy room I showed you earlier, and then if you go up here, another room. Not really anything special about that one. We go back in here, got a long hallway, and I just really like lighting stuff like this, so I did a lot of that in this castle. It's just flaming soul sand behind glass, but it looks good. It's kind of horrible to listen to, though. It sounds like frying eggs everywhere. Nice little forge area, though. We've got an anvil. We've got everything you need in there to forge. There's materials in the barrels, you know, the usual. As you can see, I'm also wearing full netherite with diamond inlays. We're very rich in this Minecraft world. This is a tower. This will go up and down, actually. This goes down to the library. And then you can also go up. So you can go up to the throne room over there, or you can keep going up. Get a nice little view there. And then there's this door, which we'll go through in a second, because if you go up more, it's just a dead end. This just, like, leads to roof level. Rouge the Bat, you frying chicken in there. Yeah, it's like you're pissing all the time downstairs. Just a little spot. We've got another beacon at the castle as well. So I actually have a haste boost being here. Nice. Here's the upper floor of the castle. This is kind of where the castle ends, more or less. I haven't really done too much in this area. I've got this room. I haven't really decided what to do with it, so it's just kind of lit up to avoid spawns. I don't know what I'm doing with this area either. I kind of want to make it like a little market stall or something. This is nothing. This is a dead end. That's a pretty cool area we'll go to last for the castle, because that'll take us around back. That'll be a nice way to do that. This is just a little side area. I wanted this to be fully, like, have all the little nooks and crannies, you know? You can go up in this tower, too, and go on that platform. And, there is a horn right there that you can blow in case of emergencies. Much like that. And, yeah. So this is an area that I actually really like what I did here. And I'm gonna take you somewhere that's actually cool. Okay, this is good. I'm glad I came here. This is another room. It's just empty for now. I didn't have the materials on hand to fully furnish it, but I got started, you know. I don't know if this is gonna be a bedroom or some kind of store. Haven't decided that yet. But, I like to keep everything, like, looking a little bit uniform. The beacon. I'll go to the beacon first, because going in the secret exit is going to take us out of the castle. So really quick, I'm going to show you another secret in the castle that I built. And I don't know why I did this. I just felt like if you're building a big castle, you should have, like, secret entrances, right? So if you go in the library, I mentioned it earlier, but there's some stuff back here. You know? And here's where the beacon is. I figured out how to make it shine through things. You just got to use slabs and it can go through. So that's neat. Then if you go over here, well, it was open because I'm a dumbass, but it's a secret, and you can go down here, and then there it is. It's a full netherite beacon. Another one. Yeah, just a nice little tucked away beacon down there. I might do something else with the room down there too, but I haven't decided a lot of stuff yet. This is a huge, huge area for me to be building, so there's a lot I have to do still. And we'll probably do a little building on stream, maybe even today, I don't know. I'll probably get the urge to build. I did want to play Minecraft today, so we need to sleep, but I think I can find a bed if I go through my secret exit. So I built this fountain, and it looks nice, but it's also a secret in and of itself. If you go down here, I made like a little aqueduct, like a little sewer system, and you can follow it all the way down, and it leads out to this nice little waterfall out back. Right? We got some zombies, that's okay. But I built this building, and this is one of my favorites, because I built a working slot machine, based on a design I stole from YouTube. If I remember to do so, I'll link the channel in the description of the YouTube video when I upload this. If I don't, yell at me in the comments and I'll do it, because I can find the channel that I stole this. This is not an original slot machine. I did not design this. I'll show you it working in action in a moment. This is like, I don't even know what this building is. I made a bunch of cake. I put a bunch of cake everywhere, and put a bunch of prismarine. I don't know, man, but it works. It works. And if you hit a jackpot, you win diamonds. And this is all vanilla, no mods, by the way. This is just vanilla Minecraft. It's just amazing what you can do with redstone, man. I'm not a redstone person. Like, I don't usually do a lot with redstone, but this time I decided to actually get into it. And you can do some fun stuff. Anyway, this works, I swear. If you win the jackpot, if you get 3 Jeffs, Jeff slots, 3x Jeff equals win a prize. Wait for shelves to be empty before spinning again. That's very important, because if you try to spin it again while the shelves still have items on them, it fucks it all up. It's faster than mining, maybe, says Jeff. Come on, baby, give me that. Give me that. Give me that sweet jackpot. That Jeff jackpot. Dude, this is why I can't play slots. This is why I can't go to Vegas. I would just... Like, I would spend my entire life savings on slots. Just being like, just one more. Just one more. Oh, come on. That was almost it, chat. Anyway, we have, like, infinite resources because I've been duping, so... I don't even need the diamonds. I don't need to see the price tag anyway. I haven't completely finished this building, because as you can see, it's like stone up here. But I plan on putting another slot machine in both of these spots as well. So there will be like 2 more upstairs. And then this is just like a little room, which I'm going to utilize to sleep. And then we'll tour the rest of the village around the general castle area, or we go to the actual base. Because no, this is not our base. When you were a kid, you hid your base behind a fountain you had to throw items into to open the door. Oh, I have a surprise for you when we get to our base. But, ah! Strafing? Yeah. Eat shit. Skeleton! Alright, yeah, I need to finish this wall. This is looking like super dog shit right now, but... Trust. This is just... I don't know what I'm gonna do down here, but I just wanted to wall this off because I kept fucking falling in. Alright, come at me. Here we go. Good night, sweet prince. It's kind of funny to just watch mobs die down there, though. That actually leads into the same area as where that netherite beacon is that I showed you. But it's like underground in a chasm. And it's in its own special room in the chasm. So it's technically not accessible from that chasm. But you can see the netherite beacon if you go down in that hole. And you go far enough. There's a lot of bees, actually, around here. We did not put these bees here. They were just here. This is just, I don't know. I'm just filling in holes and shit, right? Because this was all, like... This was a deep hole that led, like, into water. And mobs spawned down there, and I kept falling into it. So a lot of this is just me walling that off. Here's a little pale oak area that we did. Or I did. Actually, this is still all me. Pretty much everything within this wall is just me. And you know... There's a lot that we did together, but this was like my project here. And I don't know what I'm going to do with these campfires, but I kind of hate them. I kind of hate there being this many campfires. And I don't think I really furnished this, did I? I kind of did, actually, didn't I? Yeah, this is like a armorer's workshop. They've got a lava cauldron in there. That's good, that's good. Just another house. This one's got 2 beds and a... You know, a block that a villager can use to get a job. This is just a well. This doesn't go anywhere secret. But I figured every village needs a water source, right? I've been getting into the design of it. Yeah, Xbox Minecraft was shitting the bed for Sean for a really long time, and I'm on PC, and we were doing this multiplayer with Sean on the Xbox. And the Xbox just started shitting the bed, and the Xbox Minecraft specifically started shitting the bed. So I had a lot of time to just build and build and build and build and build. And I built all these matching houses. They go with the aesthetic of the pale oak, and I think we're going to do different colored houses based on the types of trees I plant. So over here, I'll do a bunch of, like, cherry houses, because it's in the cherry grove, right? Not much over here. I think there's just a little fishing area. Yeah, there's like a little pond over there. I haven't really done anything with that. Hey, Dimitri, glad you could make it out. Good to see you. But that's pretty much the castle. I mean, I know it's not huge by some Minecraft builders' standards. Oh, there is one more thing I didn't show you guys here, actually. Yeah, so all of these have supplies in them, too. But if you go up here, just a nice little way to get onto the roof. You can continue going. There's nothing up top, but just that's the main part of the castle there. You can see a lot of the rooms. There's upstairs and downstairs and everywheres. And I put a horn here because I thought it would be thematically appropriate. I think I'll just fly. I'm taking a big risk by doing this. Because elytra are janky. Especially when you're playing with a controller. I want to go to our base last, because there's a lot of really good shit there. That's where we've done the most building of all. But over here, we have a very, very, very special little area, chat. Because one of the coolest things I think they've added to this game is happy ghasts. So you know we had to get the happy ghasts. What does the horn do? Just that. That's it. So we've got our happy ghasts, guys. This is Pythagoras and Diogenes. And they live in here. I made them this hangar and runway. And they live in there happily together. And we take them out on expeditions when we don't mind going extremely slow. Pretty rad. Pretty rad. That is a giant nether portal over there, by the way. Hang on. Oh, that was way too far. Giant nether portal. Yeah, Diogenes is Sean's. Definitely a good name for a happy ghast, in my opinion. Just a big nether portal. I was like, why not? We have the obsidian laying around, so might as well. But yeah, I tried to make it look like a little bit of the nether kind of crept in to the overworld here. And I like the way it's turned out so far, but I do want to kind of do the rest of the island up to match. I don't know if I'm gonna do that anytime soon, but that would be a pretty big project, you know? But it's nice over here, you know? I like the ghasts having their own little area. Before we go to the base, we're gonna just, I'm gonna not show you guys what I'm flying over right now, because there's some shit down there. And we're gonna walk through all that, but first, I want to show you guys something else. So, this is a good spot to show, actually. So, I had never seen mangrove before this playthrough. So I decided to plant some here. This island, with all this mangrove on it, this was where we built our first little, like, just getting through the night house. we made it out of dirt and wood and, like, had to hunker down for safety. It was on this island, and it was totally barren before. Like, it had, like, one tree, and I filled it with mangrove, even though this is not a mangrove area. If you follow this bridge, it leads to, like, a pale garden. Really big pale garden over there. It reminds you of the big gate that opens outside of Bruma. Oh, the big nether portal? Yeah, it is kind of like that, isn't it? Oh, Oblivion. Man, I love Oblivion. I gotta get back to that game, too. The remaster came out, and I still haven't really played that. But it's on Game Pass, chat. We might need to get some Oblivion remastered in. Anyway. I've briefly played the remaster, yes, but not on stream. Not on stream. I really should. Your PC can't handle it? I was playing it on Xbox, but I can stream it if I play it through the cloud. This is a very special bridge that we're crossing now, and it may not seem like it now, but chat. I was like, we need somewhere we can fight the Wither, right? Because the Wither, if you don't know, has explosive attacks and blows everything the fuck up. I was like, we need to build a place where we can fight the Wither safely and it not fuck up our builds, because this is our forever world, right? Like, we were working on all these builds for a really long time, and I didn't want them to get fucked up, and there's a reason I'm looking down. You guys know, like, nuclear waste disposal sites, and how, like, some of them, or at least one of the designs that you'll see for them, is, like, they have a bunch of spikes sticking out of the ground, and it looks all, like, dramatic. Well, I decided to kind of mimic that aesthetic by making an enormous lava cast. And then inside of this is where we fought the Wither. What does the Wither drop? The Wither drops Wither Stars. Right? Is it Wither Stars? It drops two things. It drops Wither Stars and something else. And Wither Roses. Well, Wither Roses drop from enemies that are killed by the Wither. So I think what you need is the Wither Star, and that's how you make a beacon. You need a Wither Star to make a beacon. So in here we've got all our Wither fighting supplies. We can make as many Withers as we want, chat. Look at all this. 2 stacks of Wither skeleton skulls. 2 stacks of Wither skeleton skulls. And I'm going to leave this rotten flesh in here because I don't want it in my inventory. But yeah, this is a little safe room, and then out here is where we actually fought the Wither, and you can see the level of destruction that the Wither is capable of is fucking unprecedented, chat. Look at this. We spawned the Wither, like, here, and it just dug straight down, like, as far as you can go. Immediately, and I had to jump down there and fight him, and blew all this shit to high heaven. But I'm really glad that we decided to contain it in, like, a lava cast, because I think it looks really cool from a distance. I'm not gonna anger the Enderman, because I don't want to right now. And now it's getting dark. Let me just sleep through the night here. She was very rough, with some really bad lag, yeah. Yeah, really, really bad lag. Also, how's the stream? Is it, like, terrible? Is it choppy as hell? Am I dropping frames? I don't think I'm dropping frames. If it's rough around the edges, I might be able to adjust some settings here. Get it a little bit better. Don't enter the anger man. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to. It's good when I'm not loading chunks. Okay, great, great. Once in a while, it gets a little choppy. Oh, well. That's gonna have to be the way I do it for now, because if it's not constant, I don't want to fuck with it too much, because I tend to fuck things up worse when I do that. Although I could turn down the render distance or something if I need to. But yeah, look at that lava cast. Isn't that just aesthetically pleasing? At night, this shit goes crazy. I should have walked out here at night so you guys could see it. Oh, why am I walking? Like some sort of peasant. We're gonna go to the actual base now. And chat, this is where the meat and potatoes lies of the build. Because as much as I've shown you of everything else, we've built more on this base than anywhere else. So we settled on that island, as I told you. We made a little, like, overnight shelter to just survive. And then we kind of popped off. Okay? Because we went up here, and ignore this for now. We found this big chasm. And this, my friends, is where we built our base. None of this water was here before. This was all the way down to, like, really far down. I'll show you guys how far down it goes, because this is a multi-story base. And this water is a giant fish tank that I built. Painstakingly. We got another netherite beacon there, you know. That's the third one. Technically the fourth one we've seen, if we're including the non-functional one. But who's counting? And then this is another highlight for me. This is our botanical garden, or like indoor botanical garden that we worked on for quite some time. We've got bees, got as much honey as we want. I've planted, like, between Sean and I think we've gotten almost every plant in Minecraft now. Yeah, like a biosphere. It's like a biodome. And I encased it in glass so that mobs can't get in here, at least not hostile ones. They still spawn on the roof, but, you know. We've got a bunch of creatures in here, too. This is one of my allies. You'll see, this is the Gaunt. But there are many allies in here. Like, they're just roaming around. They just live in here. That's Jimmy. You know? There's a little cave down here that I took a bunch of lush cave stuff, and I started to turn this regular cave into a lush cave. So none of this was lush before. I added all of it. And I think it looks pretty convincing. Like, if you walked into this room, you would be like, oh, that's just a lush cave, right? But no, there was no lush cave anywhere near spawn. So I brought the lush cave to us. You can get down there if you bother going through the cave. It's a pretty deep cave, but it's annoying to navigate. It's very thin, if that makes sense. There's like some 1 or 2 block wide sections and deep falls, deep pits to fall into. Which alley is this? What is your name? I named them all. All of our animals have names, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's the Gaunt again. Okay. We got all the nether plants, of course. But yeah, I think the botanical garden is looking pretty good. We've also got some other important animals in here, by the way. I have a horse with diamond armor, and he's a zombie horse. His name is Bucephalus. Where is he? Where the fuck is Bucephalus? Oh yeah, this guy keeps getting in here, and I don't know how, because it's completely sealed. I don't know. The wandering trader, man. He's always here. Where's Bucephalus? No, don't tell me he's gone. I'm always so worried that my pets are going to despawn, chat. I hate when that happens. He was named, he had diamond armor. Let me know if you see a horse with diamond armor. Or he might be in netherite armor, actually. Fuck. That would make him a little harder to see from a distance. He usually hangs out in the back area. I don't know why he's not here. Oh yeah, this is Horatio and Caboose. Because Caboose is forever a baby, and we'll just follow Horatio around forever. There's Bucephalus! Yes. Isn't he stylish? It's one thing you don't like about the cave update is those tight crevices. Yeah, it really makes it difficult to navigate some of them. Salacious Crumb. Oh yeah, this is Sean's donkey, Nutmeg. Or is it a mule? It's a mule. Named Nutmeg. And Nutmeg has chest capabilities as well. So, very nice. Very nice. Got some nice terracotta walkways. Yeah, this place is a little bit, like, visually overstimulating, but in a way that I really like. I like hanging out in here a lot. It's just very aesthetically pleasing to me. Let's go down into the base. Let's go down into the base, because, chat, this is... Oh, this is, like, my best Minecraft base. And Sean and I worked on this for a long time. This is actually a great way for us to enter it, because this is the way we initially got down. I made these cobblestone stairs down to this level, and then built wood across an open chasm, like 100 blocks down. And then we built this floating house. This is just this is our second house, right? The second draft. But now, it's much larger. This is just the entrance. That's basically the foyer. We've got downstairs and bulk storage. We're going down there a little bit later. This is just a long hallway that leads to a taiga forest with a village. And then down here, we've got the bedrooms, nether portal, and mines. And by mines, I mean deep slate mine, abandoned mine, ancient city. And this is also where the lush caves are. We've got signs up, which is great, because I haven't played this in forever. And I don't remember where everything is off the top of my head. So now it'll be easy to navigate. This is Beavis McElroy, our cat. The Forgotten McElroy. This is our enchanting table. By the way, if you want to refresh an enchanting table, you can just do this. And then it'll refresh the list of enchantments. So we have exactly the right amount of stuff here to have max enchantments, and then if I get enchantments that I don't want, I need to cycle through them, boom. We can block some of them, it changes the enchantments that are available, and then you can do that. Got an anvil, and then we've got 43 more anvils, so I don't think we're going to be worrying about enchanting anytime soon. Go through here. As you can see, this is the fish tank. So you saw it from above, all the water, but now you can see it from within. And we can freely swim around in here because we also have, what's it called? The thing that lets you breathe underwater? That? Whatever the fuck that thing is? I'll show you. Here's the map again. You know, there's the lava cast we were at. And then there's the gas tank. Oh yeah, the conduit. That's what it's called. Thank you. Yeah, that thing down there with all the prismarine lets us breathe underwater and gives us a speed boost. And all that. Oh yeah, this is a baby happy ghast that lives in here. His name is Archimedes. And back there is Sean's room. This is a trash chute. So you just, you know, whatever you want to drop, you just, boom, done. Easy. And he's tied up specifically so he doesn't, like, get in this little square and get stuck or get in the lava. We've got turtles. We bred turtles successfully. We have nautiluses as well. And then this is my room. I made it sound like you're walking into a convenience store. This is Hall Monitor Johnson. He watches the hall. This used to, again, this water is recent. This water did not used to be here. This all used to be open, so creepers and shit would spawn, like, right outside my room, and I got tired of it, so Hall Monitor Johnson stays there to prevent creepers. This is my room. It's quaint, you know, it's cozy. I like to have I like to have a cozy room. I've got an axolotl tank that's separate from the, big fish tank so that they don't fight, because axolotls are feisty and will fight with other animals. So they get their own special tank that just kind of acts as my window. And then we've got, you know, lava cauldron, water cauldron, kind of pretty typical setup. Brewing stand, you know, all the necessities, all the decor that you could ever want. We've got the Silk Toucher, the Zoombini Blaster, and the Bassmaster Classic, and my Copper Golem, Gordon, Destroyer of Universes. And yeah, this is the room. Man. It's pretty chill in here. This is the chest where I keep my torches. This is the barrel where I keep my bows. This is the barrel where I keep my redstone. This is a copper one. Got random fucking 23 diamonds for some reason in that one. Terracotta. We've got a bunch of fireworks. Some glass panes for no reason. A bunch of copper and shit in there too. Actually, I'm just gonna top up on these while we're here. Oh, you can only have 56 in a stack? What? Wait, what? Oh, this is gonna be one that explodes. Never mind. Yeah, that's not what we want. You don't want to try to fly with a rocket that explodes or it'll hurt you. What I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna use my handy dandy elytra repair tool set and just grab some of these out of here. Also got my chest piece in here. I can switch out. Oh yeah, and this is the Fork of Horripilation. I named it after the Elder Scrolls item. It has channeling. So this is what I used to get mob heads. And I have, I think most of them, if not every mob head. Because in order to get mob heads, if you don't know, you need to have an enemy be blown up by a charged creeper. And a charged creeper is a creeper that has been struck by lightning. You saw someone name a copper golem Sisyphus, and he moved a rock to a chest, and then it gets hoppered, so he sees it over and over. That's really good, actually. Just set my spawn. Got some extra Eyes of Ender for some reason. You know, we got some mob heads, dragon heads, creeper heads, skeleton heads, zombie heads. I guess I don't have all of them. Some extra name tags, extra tools, you know, that kind of thing. We've got a bunch of crap. That's my random crap. This is enchanted items. This is my records that we've got. And you know what? I'll play a record, because why not? Yeah, let's listen to Disc 13. That's a really nice musical track, and the birds love it. This is Buford and Bernardo. Another full set of netherite armor. You know. Oh, this is my dog. His name's Vestige. All of our dogs have armor, which is nice. This is my banner making equipment. My burnables and other random garbage, and just blocks. That's my blocks right there. Anyway, that's Disc 13. Everybody loves Disc 13. Yeah. This is my room, and then I'll go show you guys Sean's room, and then we'll go out into the... Oh, I forgot a very important feature about my room. Fuck. So, these lava things. Again, originally this water wasn't here. This sand floor was not here. It was just all open for another like 20 blocks down, right? So I made a toggleable lava defense system that does still work. I just turned it off. I don't know how I can illustrate to you that it's working other than waiting for an insanely long time. But yeah, if you toggle that, it turns the lava off. So I can boat murdered any enemies that appear in the basement. That was a very complex redstone setup. It took a lot of redstone. It wasn't complex, it was just a lot, you know? This door was actually harder to figure out than the lava. Now let's go check out Sean's room. Okay, we managed to run through him. Sean's room has, I think, the coolest animal display that we have. This is where Sean's frogs go. Isn't that the coolest enclosure? It's so nice. The forgs. We got frogs, man. And then Sean's room also has a copper golem. That's Mr. Lunt. We've got the pride flags. We've got a fireplace. Looking really good. That's Beef. Sean's cat, Beef. I won't go through all Sean's chests. It's just the same deal as my room, but different stuff. I do really like Sean's room as well. I like especially what you did with the frog enclosure. That's the coolest shit ever. And now we can go into the... Now we can go into the fish tank. Do that. So again, we have a conduit active, which means we can just breathe underwater. I don't have to worry about drowning here at all. There you go. There's actually 2 conduits. There's one right here. I think all of our aquatic animals are also named. Yeah, there's Grunk. Who's this? That's Margarine. Very good names for our animals. And then here's where we keep the Nautiluses. There's Sketty and Carbuncle. And I just like being in here, man. This is all... I had to bring all of this sand, all of this coral, all of this gravel in by hand. And then below all this sand, there's a floor. There is a floor that you will see from above when we go to the basement. Margarine is a beautiful name for a baby girl. I thought so too. This is where we hatched all the turtles, so this is their home island. And this is also where we hatched the baby ghasts, actually. We put the baby ghasts, like, right here, and just stood around and waited for them to grow up. So, yeah. So when I pull that lever in my room, all of these fountains of lava turn off. I can turn it on and off at will anytime I want. So if I need to make it easier to navigate the downstairs or something, I can just toggle that shit. It makes it so nice. And you'll see why it makes it so nice when I get back in and show you the basement, because that shit was stanky before. Oh, this is a tunnel, by the way. This is our Nautilus tunnel. This just leads out to open ocean, so we can just grab a Nautilus and just, boom, blast through the turbo tunnel to get out. We were doing that a lot before we got Elytra. The, Nautiluses are an underrated form of travel. They are very fast, and you can breathe underwater while you're riding them, too. So that's nice. Another lava-water cauldron duo, you know. I like doing this, because it's nice to have an endless supply of lava and water. This is just our nether portal. We'll go to the nether, too, but it's just... I built this little room for the nether portal, and it has nice windows to look at the fish tank, you know? And then... Ba-boom. Go downstairs. And it's awkward playing with a controller after playing with the keyboard and mouse. We won't go to the mine yet. I'll go downstairs in the base, because that's going to take you out of the base, as is this door. The door we want is actually this one right here. Downstairs in bulk storage. Now this... There's some cool shit down here, chat. There's some cool shit down here, I'm not going to lie to you. Put stairs down here because of how often we go back and forth. So this is where all the lava ends up. And this is what I mean when I say that this was just a chasm. So this is the floor that is underneath the sand. Right? It's this and then a layer of sand. And then all the water. So we found this giant hole and we were like, let's just settle in a giant fucking hole in the ground. And now, downstairs, it's really easy to keep mobs at bay because all this kind of helps with that. And it's really funny to turn it off for a while and then let mobs spawn and then just kill them all with lava. Very good stuff. But if we want bulk storage... Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We got bulk storage. What do you want? What do you want, chat? You want TNT? I got you. And it may not seem like a lot of TNT, but you'll see in a minute why that's plenty. You want totems? Take a totem. You want Elytra? You want Unbreaking 3 Mending Elytra and a bunch of Phantom Membranes? Have at it. You want Golden Dandelions to make an animal forever a baby? Boom. You want Happy Ghasts? There's 36 dried ghasts. You want Skulk? Have some Skulk. You want a fucking horn? You want... What else is crazy that we have a ridiculous amount? You want a beacon? I have 2 stacks of beacons. You want keys? We got them. There's these bottles. These are bottles of, like, ominous bottles. Yeah, that's what they're called. And they whenever you do a trial chamber or a raid on a village, these make them harder. And these are, you know, armor trims and netherite upgrades. We've got a bunch of netherite upgrades. We've got flow armor trims aplenty. We've got spire armor trims. And we've got bolt armor trims. Oh, and, of course, we've got fireworks. For flying around with Elytra and whatnot. We've got some armadillo scoots. And this, chat, is the key to all of this. You wanna know how I got over 2 stacks of fucking beacons. This is a duplicator. I used a duplication glitch to duplicate materials. You put stuff in this bundle. You put the bundle in here. Well, first you gotta activate it, right? Boom, it's activated. Now you'll see the bundle's not in there. It's in here. So you take the bundle, put whatever you want in the bundle. I'll just dupe some arrows. Right? You put them in here, they go to here. You try to take from bundle. And occasionally, it'll just dupe them. That's how that works. That's it. That's the dupe. It sometimes will dupe the items. And if you have a full stack, it will dupe the full stack. So it's really easy to have like 2.5 stacks of enchanted apples, for instance. Where normally that would be an absurd thing to have. And then, chat, I showed you the netherite beacons. Oh yeah, it totally obsoletes any mob farms. It doesn't, actually, because mob farms will give you stuff much more quickly. The success rate of this is so low that it takes forever to duplicate stuff, genuinely. So, I was able to do all this, but it has not been a quick process. But yeah, you may think, oh, this is nice, you know? Oh yeah, by the way. Yeah. Anyway, this is a really long haul, you know, this is our bulk storage, whatever, but, Jody, you mentioned the secret door you made. I'm gonna line it up right, so I don't die. I made a little secret room myself. I haven't done anything with this area. But right here, we've got, this. I don't know why I did that, but this is the beacon netherite. You know. Beacon netherite, chat. You ever seen anything quite like that? And then this is just a pillar of crying obsidian to stop you when you come through the secret door. And if you throw it even slightly wrong, like if I were to throw the portal here, you die. Because this is a wall, and then a wall of lava, and then another wall. So you get trapped in between the walls, you die. You want to aim a little bit below center, and you get out. So that is the base. Or at least most of it. We got a bunch of netherite, by the way. We never have to worry about anything ever again. This duplicating on this scale took forever. It did. Like, even though it's a duplication glitch, I've been in here for hours and hours and hours duplicating to get all this stuff. Like, it was not super free. It was free, but it wasn't super free. And you still have to get the items in the first place to dupe them, so we had to get a Totem of Undying to dupe them, right? That kind of thing. Which was fine, because we ended up finding a, what are they called? A woodland mansion? So that was a cool structure. We could go visit that. I know where it is. Or at least I know the direction it is. Got zombies in the walls. There's a zombie in the wall, like, here. Somewhere. And he's been there since we started. Yeah, I think that's the majority of it. I mean, we got the beacon netherite, and a real netherite beacon as well. The beacon netherite, by the way, doesn't do anything. It gives you no bonuses. It's just purely for bragging rights. Oh, to be a 5th grader, attaching a creeper note block to your school friend's front door pressure plate. That is so good! That is such a good prank. Holy shit. Do I need to show something else? Or didn't I? The farm critters! Yeah, you're right. The farm critters. So, yeah, we have this area. This was our first house. Yeah. But, we have these critters. This is Desdemona. That's Jarvis. And if I can get in without them escaping. That's Ketchup. These are all Sean's. Sean named those. That's Sweet Baby Ray. And I bet you'll never guess what that sheep's name is. It's Dinnerbone. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's most of the base. Definitely. That's like the majority of it, at least. You know, this was our first area, so we've still got like leftover blocks, leftover food. For some reason, we have like 900 crossbows. This is from trading with the Fletcher. Yeah, this is from trading with our Fletcher. Yeah, we got a shear. We got a shear. You know, got a shear Dingerbone soon. But there are still more locations that are not attached to the base to show. It's just, this is probably like where we've done the most work, you know. This direction is a little boring. It's literally just a village in a forest. But it's nice to know where a village in a forest is, you know. Also, going that direction, there's a bunch of sand, which if you couldn't tell, we've used a lot of fucking sand. Let's go. We got the deep slate mine, the abandoned mine, and the ancient city this way. But also the lush caves. Let's go to the ancient city. Just take a little peek. This way? Yeah, man, I remember this. Oh, God. Yeah, I need to actually play this shit for real. I don't know if we're gonna play the Forever World all night. I might move on to a hardcore world, because I've been wanting to start a hardcore world for a while and just see what we can get done. So we found all this. This is deep slate. There's some skulk over there. But the actual ancient city is pretty far. Considering where we are, at least it's far. I should bring food. Yeah, I should bring... I'll take, like, half. Half of the steaks. Just to be safe. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Because we're underground and I'm not gonna be using my elytra anyway, I'm gonna switch them out for my, netherite chest plate. Go. God, it's so clunky with a controller, man. Unbreaking 3, mending elytra. Okay. Boom. All of this stuff is fully enchanted, by the way. It's, you know, protection 4 mending, protection 4 mending, protection 4 mending, protection 4 mending. We've also got Jeff. So I think we'll be fine. We've got Jeff, chat. We've got Jeff. How dare you be here? Yeah, we built, like, right on top of a slime chunk. It's kind of funny, because there's always slime in the basement. This is an abandoned mine. Couldn't tell. I really don't want to fight this giant slime right now, so I'm gonna make my way towards the abandoned city instead. That is this way. Not really a very straight up path to get there, but I remember where to go. More or less. Yep. This is it. This is definitely it. You guys know about this? You guys know about hitting your head on the roof to run fast? It's great, but man, does it lose you food. My God, does it lose you food. Here's the ancient city. There is a warden here still. We have not killed the warden. So I won't be spending too much time in the abandoned city. It's out of my inventory, man. But we've carpeted it, at least partially. But we're still not done looting the place. Because we keep filling our inventory and then the warden spawns and chases us out. But yeah, ancient city. Not that far from spawn, all things considered. I mean, it didn't take that long to get here. They added a Dr. Doom toots as he pleases card to Magic the Gathering in the newest set, and it causes you physical pain. Wow. That does sound physically painful. Sorry. Sorry to hear that they did that. What else can I show you guys down here? Oh, well, there's a strip mine, but that's not really super interesting, is it? We've already looted the abandoned mine. There's nothing interesting in there anymore. So, this is pretty much just, you know, where I come when I need deep slate. There's a little bit of stuff up there, but nothing super interesting. This direction also, there's not a ton that's really unique or interesting to see down here. We haven't really built much down here. It's more just where we come when we need to gather resources from the mine, you know? Yeah, let's get out of here. There have been 2 Marvel sets, and there's been 1 Infinity Stone in both of them, so there are definitely at least 4 more in the pipes. Jesus. Magic the Gathering, why? Why you do this? It seems so unfitting. I really need to add stairs here, too. That's kind of a terrible climb. We do have lush caves this way. Show you that real quick. You gotta go through dripstone caves to get to the lush caves. And... oh my god. Hung up on my own bullshit. Very good. Yeah, this is a long one, chat. Buckle up. I kind of don't want to go all the way into it, but this is a lush cave. You can see that, you know. Kind of dangerous here still, as you can see by the amount of mobs. But this is where we got our axolotls. So that was great. We got really lucky too, because we found this and immediately saw axolotls, like instantly. And all we had to do was come back with buckets of water and scoop them up. That was really good. So I think we've got a pretty good thing going here. And the reason we really started duplicating things was that botanical garden. I got so fucking tired of smelting glass. I think that was actually the straw that got me to start duplicating. Because before that, I was like, down to clown. I did all of the walls of the botanical garden, like, manually, without duplicating. And then once we got to the roof, I was like, dog, I am not digging up 62,000 more sand for the roof. I'm just not doing it. So I duplicated it. Made it a lot easier. And that was that. Where else can I show you guys? Oh, we haven't gone to the nether yet. That's definitely a thing we can do. It is nighttime. We have other bases too, actually. Yeah, let's go to the nether. Fuck it. Oh, wait, actually. Fuck, I need more food for that. Our nether is a nightmare. I gotta be real. We spawned in a soul sand valley, which is maybe the worst nether biome. There's soul sand everywhere and fucking skeletons. So it was horrible, and we had to go really far to get to anything important. But we did actually get there. In the end. Yeah, I'll take that, and I'll take 8 chicken as well. Alright, that should be enough food for this journey. Into the nether. Oh wait, I should put on the boots that will keep the hogs from attacking me. Oh no, it's a helmet. My bad. Yeah, the helm of the hog. Need that. There we go. There we go. The nether worm? That was my nickname in high school. Alright, let's go. Oh, man. Oh, this one's struggling. It's struggling. Ugh. Okay. That one enemy with the giant crossbow in Dark Souls 3. Oh, yeah. Forgot about the giant crossbow in Dark Souls 3. So this was what we were greeted with, by the way, when we got to the Nether. It's horrible. Hate it. Hate everything about it. So we decided to dig into the wall instead of going through that shit. And I'm glad we did that because we ended up, well, it did take a lot of doing to get everything established, but we do have other bases established, luckily. So that's back home. The Crimson Forest and Nether Fortress are that way. The Warped Forest and our Wizard Tower are that way. So, Wizard Tower. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to the Wizard Tower. So this was a path that I dug to specifically because when we spawned, we had so much trouble finding other biomes. It's just dark oak, pale oak, and, like, birch as far as the eye can see around our spawn. So this was one of those, like, we need to get somewhere far away to find different shit, expeditions. And we ended up going really far away. Thousands of blocks away. Not thousands of blocks in the Nether, but thousands of blocks in the overworld away. It is a long way through the Nether, though. But just for the sake of showing it to you, I'm going to take you to the Wizard Tower. They pay me in worms. They pay me in worms. Worms, I tell you. Hang on. Are you guys not... chat? Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Yeah. Now you guys can be on the screen. I had it set up the whole time. Chat was just, like, in the background. Showing up in the background. Sorry. Oh, wait. I fucked up. There we go. Posted in the Discord. It's an old Nancy strip. Yeah, they pay me in worms. I have seen they pay me in worms. We might encounter some hogs, but they shouldn't be hostile because of my golden hat. Oh, it's a different one, okay. Have a worm on me. Have a worm on me. Probably what it is. I will have to check it out. I love Nancy. Every Nancy comic I see is the new best thing I've ever seen. Inspired writing. The shit's far. How did I get turned around? Oh my fucking god, I'm an idiot. I went backwards. I went backwards. Fuck. I don't want to do the jumping thing, though, because it wastes so much food, and I only have 7 beefs on me. So we're hoofing it. Got an infinity bow, which is good. Hog death occurring somewhere. That was a hoglin dying, I think. By the sound of it. Very interesting. We're gonna play more Jeff slots and win this time. But I'm gonna go to the wizard tower first. You thought there was either a nether worm or a nether worm. Worm with Y. I don't think so. Not in vanilla. There might be a nether worm mod. But I don't think there's a nether worm. But they're always adding shit to this game I don't even know anymore. Right. I recognize this area. We're right there. If you go through here, it's a warped forest. But if you go through here... This is a secondary base that we built. And there's Homunculus, my dog. This is the wizard tower base. So called because it's like 4 tall-ass trees stacked on top of each other. And, yeah. It's just that's all it is. You know, it's a spiral of stairs that go up to the top, and there's not really a lot to this base. It's really just, more of a way to have somewhere to sleep. And the reason it's so tall is because if we venture far away from it, I want to be able to see it from as far away as possible. So I made it really tall. I'll put on my wings and we'll fly down. I'm not going to make you sit through going all the way down again. Nope, we're still going. Still going. Yep. 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 Spicy frames? Oh, man. Still like that? Ah. Damn it. But yeah, I could go up another whole tree, too, but... This is as high as the base is. You can see... Why is the water green over there? What is going on there? Is that... I mean, there's like a sulfur cave there? I don't know. Sulfur caves just got added to the game recently, and I have not found one yet. What's going on? Is that a village? I don't even know what's over here anymore, man. I haven't been out here in so long. But we're at negative 4,200. So. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna fly down. That's a much faster idea, but I'm gonna have to put on my elytra. There we go. There we go. There is a savannah village. Yeah, let's go there. Over there. Might get chunky frames for a minute. Yeah, here's our little savannah village. you know? We haven't really done much here. I came here and stole some terracotta and some brown banners. There was a lot of brown banners on these houses. But yeah. Nice to have a variety of villages. Isn't elytra a bug wing? Elytra on bugs are the, they're like wings, but they're like protective shells for their wings. Do you know when a beetle goes to fly, it like opens up the armor and then the wingies come out? The elytra is the exterior wing. Is not for flying, but for protecting the delicate wing within. Anyway, that was the wizard tower, and now we have to walk all the way back. So buckle up, Buttercup. Yep. Better not. Better not fucking... Don't you dare. Okay. Ugh. I gotta get out of the nether, though. It's bad here. I'm not gonna go to the other base, because it's not good. Like... We do have a base in another location. It's like an acacia tree base that I made, but... It's literally just, like, beds on the dirt in, like, some wood. A wooden box. It's nothing special at all. You are not missing out by not going to that base. But it's near a coral reef, and that's where I got all the coral for the fish tank. But yeah, I mean, there's been a long playthrough this this one, and I want to keep going and building more stuff and checking out more of the world, pulling up the seed on chunk base, and I don't know, finding cool stuff. I'd like to know where a sulfur cave is, but I think I'll just try to stumble across one organically. We're probably dropping frames. I'm sorry. It's probably gonna get spicy in here. The encoding will not like going through the baked beans tunnel. Oh my god. There we go. You're getting pop-up shit about latency? Damn it! I'm gonna have to figure that out. Let me get back to the base. And I'll see if I can do something about the, frames. Spicy frames! Actually, maybe I can, like, lower the FPS. That might be the move. Let's do 30. Minecraft at 30 FPS is kind of cursed, but I'll do it. What was it? Fucking 50. What a weird frame rate. Yeah, it's a little cursed. It's a little cursed, but we make do. Fuck it, we ball. Should be less hardware intensive now. No, I'm getting... Yeah, OBS is still angry at me. I can tell. It is the flesh tunnels, though. It looks like a colonoscopy in here. I gotta get out. The colon dimension. Oh, thank God. We're almost there. I like to have my coordinates turned on at all times because I get lost very easily because I have the memory of a fruit fly. Oh. back home. The turts are doing well this year. They're coming in nicely this year. Yeah, that's pretty much everything, guys. That's pretty much all of it. But it is, make no mistake, this was a lot. This was a lot to do. Like, this fish tank took me so fucking long. Oh my god, it was so annoying. I had to put a roof over the top of it, and then every single square put water, and then get rid of the roof. That was how I did it. It was garbage. It was garbage. It was like, it took me like days to make this fish tank. It was bad. Never do this. But that's the forever world, at least so far. I don't think there's anything else really. Well, there's the end. There's the end. That's actually not that far. I don't know though. Why is there a drowned? Hey. You sick fuck. Get out of here. Give me that copper. Anyway. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm sorry for the performance issues, though, chat. That sucks. Sorry that's happening. Hopefully it gets a little bit more bearable now that I've lowered the FPS. I mean, I guess I could show you guys, like, the surroundings. Like, there's the Pale Garden and stuff. Let's take Bucephalus out for a ride. Actually, let's not. It's nighttime. Let's, wait. Let's go sleep and then take Bucephalus out for a spin. There we go. And then maybe we'll play some Jeff slots. You gotta add the mini-map mod when you play Minecraft. Well, you know, you can just hold a map in your offhand now. It's pretty dope. I do that a lot. If I'm, like, exploring, I'll have a map in my offhand. Yeah. Bucephalus time. We just gotta find him. Gotta find him amidst the trees. Nutmeg, have you seen Bucephalus anywhere? No. Oh yeah, they've added different kinds of pigs. Got a taiga pig. Where the fuck is my haunts? There he is. There he is. Please, Bucephalus, can you not be... Can I get on you without suffocating? Thank you. There we go. Now, oh yeah, we were gonna go towards, like, the Pale Garden and stuff. That's all over here. Got really lucky with Bucephalus. There was a zombie horse rider right outside the village, and I was just able to snipe the zombie off of him with a bow, and then I just got on him. And if I remember right, I got on him and he immediately was tame. Like, no problem. No hesitation. Oh, fuck. Bucephalus, this is... Don't walk on a cactus. That's not good. This was not made for Bucephalus, but he tackles it nonetheless. I mean, look at him go. He's just handling it. I made this path to remind me of where to go to get to the Pale Garden. Fuck. I'm gonna get up there. On Bucephalus. I have not gone up here on horseback. Here we go. And I made that tower also to mark from a distance where the Pale Garden is. It's right here. Notice how the music completely stops? Just a weird effect of the Pale Garden. No music. There are enemies here called the Creaking that are impossible to kill. So I don't want to hang out here too long. But yeah, I like riding the horse around. Up there? Probably not without suffocating in a tree. Oh. Fuck. There we go. There's another village over this way, too. Like, we actually got... Even though there's a lot of the same biomes around it, our spawn was actually pretty fortunate. We had multiple villages nearby. We had, like, maybe not right nearby, but we did have, like, lush caves nearby. We found a ancient city pretty quickly. What are you doing here? Why is there a destroyed iron golem out here? He's, like, about to die. It's a Minecraft. Detonated wham. Apparently I don't have enough detonated wham. Because this shit is running very stankily. Well, it's not running bad, it's just recording bad. It might also be that some settings got changed because OBS had an update. And I didn't bother to check my settings after updating it, so it may have changed some things around. Hopefully this is the only jank stream we have. Minecraft. But I really do like this game. I don't play it too often, but when I do go back to it, I get, like, way into it. Like, way too into it. There's the wall. Oh, yeah. I may have duplicated all of those blocks, but placing all those... That's all done block by block, bit by bit. Well, Smile, you missed a lot. This Forever World is pretty extensive. We've got a lot of shit. I gotta take Bucephalus home. I like having the botanical garden to keep him in. He's a good haunts. Fuck. How do we get over there? Oh my god, it's so, like, the terrain is so fucked around here too. Like, the village, it was impossible to navigate before we got here. It was just all sheer cliffs. We had to patch up so much of the ground just to be able to get around. I'm gonna put Bucephalus home, and then we'll try to win at Jeff slots. I said I would try to win at Jeff slots, so I will try to win at Jeff slots. Oh. Not suffocate me in a tree, you fucker. Here we go. Yeah, at some point, I may switch over to Java. Because apparently you can, like, import a world from one to the other. I don't really know how well that works. Jesus. Bro. I'm only playing on normal difficulty for this one, by the way, because it had been a while since Sean and I had played Minecraft. Oh yeah, here's the netherite beacon, and inverted non-functional netherite beacon for no reason again. Little dock area. I didn't show you guys this. Made a dock. Big long dock. I'm planning on building some more stuff around that. Let's go win at Jeff Slots. Again, not an original redstone design. I didn't come up with this. This is not my admittedly flawless brain coming up with this. No. This is I got this from a YouTube video that I will try to remember to link. Dude, come on. Let me see the Jeffs. Ah, oh, dude. Fuck. Ah, 2 out of 3, man. Love's giving me 2 Jeffs. Nope. Ooh. That wasn't supposed to be a win. I fucked it up, chat. I fucked it up. Somehow. Why? There's like right there. Okay. And full controller. Stop. Alright. There we go. We did it. We did it. I'm actually gonna put these diamonds back. I don't fucking need them. Please. Interesting. It would appear that I've fucked it up. Oh, it's because I was crouching. Get my painting back. Uncrouch. Activate. Yeah. There we go. Jeff slots refilled. Boom. I gotta fix Jeff slots. It gave me a jackpot when I didn't deserve it. And that's fucked. But I'm not doing it right now. So Jeff slots is temporarily broken. come on. And you know what? Going in the back way is so annoying. Why am I doing this anyway? I have elytra. Yeah, that's most of it, at least. You know, like I said, we didn't go to the end. The Nether was, an experience. Yeah. We've been having a lot of fun here. Here's the, other village. That's, like, right by our house. We actually should rescue a villager or two from here and bring them to the castle, because there's some villagers like this guy who just don't hang out at the village at all. Like, he just is always outside of the village in danger. I don't understand why they do that, but they do that. They fly now. Riding on a happy ghast is also very fun, but they're very, very slow. So, like, I could ride on a happy ghast, but they're so slow, chat. They're so slow. My god. For the skulk. Killing for the skulk. Yes. Spread the skulk. I need meat anyway. I'm running low on it. Yes. Yes. Skulk. Skulk it up. Skulk it up. Closer. Boom. Skulk. Boom, skulk. Another little horrible cave. That will actually lead you into our base if you follow it down far enough. It's not ideal, though. You don't want to get into the base that way. It'll lead you into the basement, actually, which is full of lava. So you don't want that. I don't want to go in there either, because that's the jail where we turn zombie villagers into regular villagers. Little jail house. And I think that yeah, that's I mean that's all the builds, right? That's all like the major things we built. We've been to the end. We defeated the Ender Dragon. But we didn't really build there. Well, we did a little bit. There's like a building there, but it's not. It's more like a shelter, you know. It's like a full-on build. Some of this other stuff is. I don't know, chat. I just really like. I mean, here's our. I didn't point it out, but you can see this is where we grow our food, or at least some of it. But I just really like this base. I think this is one of the best ones I've ever made. And Sean and I doing this together was so much fun. So we'll probably continue like coming back and building time to time on this. And just letting it expand. Let that file size increase to stupid proportions. Is there anything that was left out? Well, there's like other shit nearby, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm gonna try lowering the, I forgot, I was gonna do this when I got back, but I'm gonna try lowering the chunks a little bit. You know what, we're turning, no, I'll turn on beautiful skies. 15 chunks. That should help with performance a little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Oh, Smile, since you were here earlier, that was my room. This is Sean's room. I just love this frog enclosure so much. Such a cool frog enclosure. And all the frogs have names too, by the way. I just don't remember what they are. Yeah. Very happy with how this place is turning out. And then netherite beacon. You know what? I'm gonna go to the beacon netherite. I'm gonna go to the beacon netherite. You only remember Jay-Z and Beyonce like the Ants Canada frogs. That's right. That's right. Two of them are named Jay-Z and Beyonce. I forgot. Alright. The beacon netherite. My most prized creation. My loudest creation. That shit's loud as hell. Well, we did get some meat. I should actually cook. I should actually go cook my food real quick. Because my food supplies are dwindling. Go. So glad I put stairs on this, because going up and down this sucked before. It's like, it takes way longer than you think it would to jump up every single step. So annoying. I gotta put stairs on my stairs in Minecraft. I just hate going up and down stairs by jumping. But yeah, they've also added some new stuff recently, like, not just the sulfur caves and sulfur cubes, but there's, like, cushions and chairs and sitting in this game now. If I remember right. Yeah, you're the same way. It sucks walking around without stairs. I'm just organizing everything, sorry. There's a very particular way I have to do everything, or I lose everything and can't figure it out. You know what, let's just give Gordon the job of sorting through all this, actually. Yeah, get all that, Gordon. Have at it. Have at it. Cooking up some mutton. Delicious mutton. Jeff is going to go put the items in the appropriate boxes. Hopefully. Or maybe you won't be able to figure out what to do and just freak out. That definitely happens sometimes. You've just seen those videos of people racing cushions and minecarts? Can you race cushions? I haven't seen that at all. Honestly, I haven't seen anything about the furniture and sitting other than it's gonna happen, basically. That was the last thing I saw. Some meat for the meat barrel. And I'll just keep the chicken instead. It would be nice to find a sulfur cave. Yeah, I also kind of can't believe it took them this long to add chairs. That seems like the kind of thing they should have added, like, a decade ago. If you put a row of them, you can sit in them over and over, and it's way faster than a powered minecart. That's awesome! Oh my god, I gotta try that. I'll have to go to like a crafting table to figure that out. I don't want to do it right now. But yeah, we'll eventually we'll have some like sulfur cubes and shit in it. But last time we played was before the sulfur cube update dropped, so I don't want to do it all. All right. So that's the long-term survival world. Maybe chat. We do some hardcore Minecraft. Wow. That might be the move. I don't want to do that. But I might not do it tonight because that's the kind of thing I want to take a nice big chunky amount of time for. And I've already been going for 2 hours, so it wouldn't be very chunky, you know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quit Minecraft for the day. I'm not stopping the stream yet, but we're gonna be done with Minecraft for now. However, another thing that I was considering is maybe we get a realm going at some point. And then other people can join in as well. Maybe we can get a really big world made. That would be cool. I don't know. I might figure something like that out, though. For the sake of the stream. I think it would be fun to play Minecraft with y'all. Not just me and Sean, but everybody getting in on it. That sounds like it could be fun. I don't know what we're going to do, but I need to take a break. So I'm going to take a break. Give me like 5-10 minutes or so. And, well, I got to bring up YouTube first, actually.